Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading, hanging with mega good vibes, this sleepy little beaver. And we are on to do some messages from the Divine Masculines, okay? So I keep hearing the message, you got me waiting. Okay, so I don't know who that's for or whose reading this is. Universe, you know who is tuned in. I just ask that the cards provide clarity on their journey. Let's find out what your masculines want to communicate around this, okay? So you got me waiting. Okay, so I'm not ready yet, but trust me, okay? So I feel like this could be you responding to that, okay? You've got me waiting, okay? So you're not ready yet. You may need space from this person, and they're trying their very best to be patient, but they want you to know that they're waiting, okay? I can't stand the idea of you moving on. Maybe they're waiting for communication or waiting to see some kind of sign that you haven't or that you're still holding space for them. Okay, but they definitely can't stand the idea of you moving on. Some of you could be at a distance where it's like you could be off social media. There's no way to really track you down, and they can't stand the idea of like what it is you're gonna do, okay? Because you're not ready yet, meaning like you're not ready to like resurface or be out and about, be out in public, on the scene. And I feel like you maybe have this person a little bit worried, okay? Can we get some messages on why they can't stand the idea of you moving on? Okay, so we have stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, so I feel like the general advice for this person could be that they're having to just stay positive and maybe not intervene on your space right now because something here says you're not ready. Right? So it's like they really want to reach out and communicate. This person could be holding back from doing things like calling you from fake phone numbers or just reaching out regardless. Or, you know, like they could be trying to avoid doing that because they really want to give you your space right now. But you've got them waiting. They want you to know like they're still waiting around. Okay? Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay? So it's like in my reading yesterday where I was talking about a divine masculine wanting a second chance. Okay, so a lot of them are definitely waiting for you to let them in again or let your guard down in some way. Okay, let's get some energy around the divine feminine. How do you feel for your masculine, genuinely? Even though you have your guard up, how are you feeling towards them? How is the divine feminine feeling towards the divine masculine? Okay, so we have getting to know each other, okay? So as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I feel like things are moving slowly, okay? And you're making sure that things move slowly, okay? Because you could definitely be on the verge of moving on. I feel like maybe you guys haven't communicated in a while, right? And it's like one of you is waiting for the other to crack in terms of communicating, okay? It could be that this masculine is going to reach out. They could be, again, preventing themselves from doing that, but I'm getting a lot of strong energy from they can't stand the idea of you moving on, even if it's just to, like, call you or talk to you and touch bases with you to find out what's going on. I feel like many of them are seeking that out so that they can provide themselves with like that peace of mind. Okay. Getting to know each other as well tells me that it's like as you guys reveal deeper and deeper parts of yourself, separation naturally occurs. Okay. It kind of sends you off on different paths, meaning like even if you're my twin flame, divine masculine, there's this connection that can't be explained. It's just not what I want. You're not what I want, you know? And I feel like sometimes, even though you two go off on different paths because you feel like that in the moment, after healing takes place, it's like you guys are right back to this place again, which is getting to know one another. Okay, so someone needs to stay optimistic because I do feel like communication will come in. Okay, it's like you guys can't help it, right? It's like even if you go through like the tough times or the times that trigger you or make you angry or whatever the case is, I feel like eventually you step back onto that path that leads you right back to this person, or, you know, kind of like feeling this person's energy really strongly again, okay? And that's what I feel like is happening with your divine masculines. It's like they're done with the distance, okay? Can we get some more cards on how the divine masculine truly feels towards the divine feminine, to help give the divine feminines clarity? How do the masculines truly feel in their heart space? Okay, I feel like these are way too many, so I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to keep shuffling. There we go. All right, so we have give your relationship a chance. Okay, so working on your partnership. Okay, many of you may not be there yet, because I see a lot of you like, I don't know if I'm going to give this another chance. I don't want to give it another chance. You know, but it's like their energy is there, you know, whether we want it to be there or not. I feel like it's there. Okay, I feel like this is also like, you know, give your relationship a chance, and getting to know each other is definitely you guys starting over. Okay, so, you know, it's a specific reading for those of you who are wondering like where you stand or what's next. I feel like another cycle is upon you to experience with each other in communication, like being in communication, being good with one another. Okay. Yeah, because your love life is ascending to a higher level. That's why I was saying, like, whatever separation you guys might have gone through, when you do reconnect, it's going to feel even better. Okay, it's going to feel like getting to know yet another layer of one another. Okay, this is a really beautiful, like, romantic reading of two people who I feel like you guys maybe had some kind of conflict. One of you ghosted, and if one of you ghosts, you know, I feel like the other is just like, okay, fine, I'm going to ghost, you know, and then it's like you two kind of go this prolonged period of not speaking to one another, but then you start seeing the signs and you start feeling the attraction and maybe like the chemistry, and, you know, the dreams start happening, and it's like all of a sudden it's like, here we go again. Okay, so communication is coming for many of you. I feel like a lot of your masculines want to know as well, just if you're holding space for them. Okay, how do the masculines romantically feel? Okay, so definitely worried about you moving on or moving forward. Okay, so they could even be having, like, you know, bad dreams of you being with someone else or dancing under the moon with someone else, with the couple there in the background. Okay, they're trying to stay grounded here, but I feel like the distance is taking a toll on them. Okay, the fact that you're not ready yet is taking a toll on them. I think I mentioned that in yesterday's reading as well, where I was getting this like balls in your court energy. So a lot of your masculines trying to find the right thing to say. A lot of them could be rehearsing as well, wishing, hoping, and praying for communication. Okay, but again, with the Queen of Swords, you are not ready yet. You're keeping them at a distance. You're maybe acting cold, or again, you are in complete control of when communication is going to happen again. Okay, and like a short of you know, just kind of driving by your home, I feel like that's the only way that they can see you, is literally by showing up. Otherwise you can't be reached. Okay, this card kind of confirms it here. They're getting frustrated over the fact that they're trying to reach out and there's no way to get to you. Okay, and I feel like they can't read your energy as well with this Queen of Swords. They could be doing all kinds of things to try to do that. The Magician kind of reminds me of like this trickery, the illusions, calling you from fake numbers just to see how you're going to respond. Okay, and I feel like many of you are like kind of rolling your eyes. Okay, but I'm not ready yet, trust me, means, you know, just kind of give it time here. Okay, someone has to remain optimistic, but also one of you is getting guidance around giving this another shot, giving things another chance. Okay, because the thing is like, you know, even through these readings, it's like, why are we watching the readings if we know we're not going to want to give it another chance, right? If we're not wanting to like get to know this person again. It's like we have to ask ourselves, you know, like sometimes like why we watch the readings, or whether we're still holding space or not. And, you know, many of you might get frustrated with yourselves, okay, especially your divine masculine here in this card, because like the coming and going, it's as much as you two don't want to come back together again, because you know at this point you have enough knowledge to know that this whole twin flame thing. Like, I'm hearing too, like, a lot of your masculines avoid coming back because they know it's this kind of push and pull, right? And they hate the pulling apart, okay? Like the distance. I think that's a card in this deck here as well, like about the distance kills me. I'm not sure. It's in here somewhere. I know that you guys who watch my channel regularly know that I know that there's a card in here that says that, but like, I'm also hearing that, you know, like the distance is killing me. Okay, that's why they really, really, really want to know what it is you're up to, or maybe going to lengths here with the Magician card to try to reach out or communicate. But get prepared is all I can say. You know, get prepared. The Queen of Swords here could be getting prepared to kind of let your guard down again. But it's about you being also honest about what it is you want. Okay, and even with like the pins and the heart, I feel like many of you, when you choose to like re-engage with your divine masculines, I feel like the Queen of Swords, especially in this particular deck, is a positive sign that, you know, like, trust your intuition, and many of you know what it is you're doing, okay? And many of you at this point on the journey know how to take accountability for yourself. But just, you know, pay attention to the signs around you, okay? Pay attention to your divine masculine as well. Like, if you guys do come together and you communicate, you know, pay attention to their responses and things like that. You know, when you do reach out and you communicate, especially because they can't stand the idea of you moving on. And I'm feeling to tell some of you that because I know that there's going to be this next cycle. Like, a lot of you can feel that it's coming. You know, they're getting ready to reach out. They're getting ready to communicate. Many of you are, you know, sometimes it can feel like you're afraid to fall again, you know, to fall back into it with them again. But the Queen of Swords is just telling me to tell those of you to be mindful, especially because it's appearing with the Magician card, right? Like, we have the Queen of Swords, but look, the Magician also has their sword up as well. Okay, so a lot of your masculines here really could be, you know, wanting a lot of information from you to find out, like, I'm seeing, like, planning their next move. So just be mindful, you know, like, pump the brakes, pump the brakes on them, if you need to, okay? Because the getting to know each other card says take things slowly this time around, okay? And I'm also hearing too, like, backtrack on when you guys might have, like, last communicated, and like where the triggers lie, you know, and don't be afraid, like with the Queen of Swords here, to bring things up, because many of us on the journey can just let things slide under the rug. It's like sometimes you can be so grateful that communication is happening that you just want to, you know, keep things positive or keep things flowing. But the Queen of Swords here is indicating that, you know, some of you, if you want that truth and honesty, and, you know, you're really wanting to get to know each other, get to know this person, don't be afraid to bring up the tough conversations, the tough stuff, okay? Because they might be in a place of sharing as well, especially because they've been waiting, like, you've got me waiting on this communication, okay? If it's any time that you're ever going to ask your masculine questions, things that you're really curious about, I feel like for those of you who get this, you know, communication coming through from them after a long time, you know, feel free to just, you know, ask them anything that you want to ask them, because they'll be in a very generous mood to give, okay, to be able to be honest with you, to share with you, you know, how it is they've truly been feeling on the journey. They'll just be so grateful for communication as well, that I feel like they'll be willing to divulge anything. You know, and that's part of this engagement card here, which is your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right, so I don't know who this was for, but I hope you guys found it helpful. Take it easy, guys, and me and this Maggie Lily, we will catch you in the next reading. All right, guys, bye.